Welcome back, gamers of all variety, to some more Robocraft here with me, Rollin. And we're going to be not looking at the mech from last time that was designed really with the old mech legs in mind, but we're going to be looking at some brand new designs now, like my Trample trooper here, that are specifically made for the new sprinter legs. Now this one is using a lot of thrusters to let it jump higher and also go faster up in the air when you're jumping. So in this one, you always move at 174 on the ground, because those are kind of where it's capped at. But when you jump in the air, you can increase to about 250 miles per hour as you go forward. And then I also have a blink module on this too, so you can really get from point to point really quickly. It uses 5 of those vaporizers on the top, 3 of the Devastators. This is one of my favorite weapons. And then I threw a constructor on top for healing, as it's always nice to have a little of extra points in that category and a way to help support your team too. So this is a really fast, fun mech. It is pretty tough, but I did use a lot of the inner slope blocks to build this thing because I wanted it to be super light. And I had the chance also to throw on a radar and radar jammer on back instead of originally what was some fins on the back, but I found that the fins actually just slowed it down. And since it's balanced so well with the thrusters, 8 on the bottom there, and forward for momentum, I really didn't need anything for stability. Now, if you lose a couple thrusters here and there, you might end up doing a funky somersault or something if you're relying on your thrust alone while you're in midair. But it's a lot of fun. Like here, I think I was too far on that incline to really be jumping there without it tilting backwards. But it is a lot of fun, and it does seem to work pretty nicely and keeps you from getting hit by lots of plasma and stuff too. And then with the blink module too, you can really get out of harm's way if you need to and let your robot regenerate a little bit. So I've had several people from our community and also seen a couple people on YouTube talking about do not put hovers in a mech with sprinter legs on it. And so later on in the episode, we're going to try building a robot with hovers and sprinter legs in it, because I don't think that's good advice. Hovers actually can go faster than sprinter legs. You just have to build your robot right so you're using enough of the hovers so you're not over encumbered. Now each of the sprinter legs weigh a 2400 mass, and that's a lot. So you might say to yourself, well, you would need an awfully lot of hover blades to make that happen. And yes, you're going to need more than 1 or 2. Thank goodness I got a heal there. You're going to need to build a pretty much like a hovercraft with sprinter legs on it. So I think we can do it, and I don't think it would be terribly difficult to make a viable hover sprinter leg combination. But we're going to give it a try here. We'll do some build Mythbusters after this and see if we can build something that can go 174 on sprinter legs at overclock 1 and faster if you jump. And I think we're going to have some success, but we'll see what happens here after we finish this match. Alright, so switching back over now and talking about the Trample trooper some more. I threw a power module on this, as you really need that for a lot of builds in the 1750 CPU range to really be viable. Because we have a lot of the weapons that are at the cap for redundancy, the best way to really increase your damage output is to make sure you always have power, so you can dump more plasma on people and whatnot too. I threw a couple cosmetics here and there, just using again the little cockpit dome, which I think looks pretty slick. And then of course you got to have the radar jammer on the back too. And I think it turned out pretty nice. I kind of went with a white and black layout again. I think it looks pretty slick, and it's kind of a homage to the Stormtroopers, which were not nearly as successful as I'm doing here in this game. If I was a Stormtrooper, I wouldn't be able to shoot anything, but that's where kind of I got the idea for Trample Trooper. So let's see, we're getting this guy pretty good. We're able to lay down a good plasma blast with just 3 of those Devastators. So I like that a lot, and then recover a lot of our power. And then these vaporizers really do nice work. I'm still kind of torn between if I like vaporizers or blasters more for the lasers. But on this one I went with 5 of the vaporizers, which just capped me out, and I had enough room for it too. This guy just snuck right up on me. And let's see, I really do like how maneuverable these things are. And then with the extra jump thrust too, you can really get in there and catch people too if they're trying to get away. I'm going to go ahead and take this tower though, because we need to get some of our players back in. Looks like we've got one guy who's out right now. There we go. Alright, so we are doing pretty well here in this match, and we got these guys coming out after me. Let's go ahead and duck back behind these rocks here real quick. So we were getting swarmed by this red team. And we also got a couple snipers out here too I gotta watch out for. Okay, there's that helicopter Titan leg drone. I think we can probably take him out with just our lasers here. There we go. Finished him off with some Plasma Devastator, and we'll offer some healing here to this guy. Get our healing points up. Alright, we have their shield down. Let's move on in here. And we can go and test out some of our mega jumps here too with a new Trample Trooper. There we go. We'll finish this guy up. And you can see I can almost pretty much just fly here with this mech. These guys don't even notice me because I have my radar jammer on. Alright, finally got spotted, but we're going to finish off the other guy, and we'll duck back behind a rock here. Let's go ahead and drop down here. And then we'll probably jump right back at him, as he'll probably correct or change targets. Oh man, bad time to rectify. And we'll finish him off with some lasers. Where are you going, buddy? There we go. Got him. Alright, they got the shield back up, but we're going to take this. He says hack. I guess my build's so good that I get accused of being a hacker. I guess I'll take that as a compliment. So, not a hack at all though, it's just a good build design. It's using thrusters and using a bunch of components in a smart way. And a little tip there. So, but the nice thing is we seem to roll right back on our feet with the way that I built this. Alright, should be able to quickly get this tower down. Get the first team, and we'll roll around here. These SMGs are doing a good job as I'm already up at overclock 15 in this match. Haven't died yet either, too. Let's come back over here. We'll go ahead and blast that core real quick, and we'll duck back here. We just got shot in the face. We got a guy over here. Let's see if we can nuke him a little bit. There we go. Just hang onto the bridge here. Get back into it. Got a guy over there, too. Alright, let's move forward a little bit. I do like the sprinting jump. If you do that and you're running, you know, and I think it's probably like being 150 miles an hour or more over. I'm not 100% of the number, but you'll do this really accelerated jump because of the thrusters I have on this. It's kind of like the one you saw me do right at the beginning of the match, so it's really nice. Go get this guy healed back up, and we'll move in as a team. Hopefully these guys will start pressing. Alright, let's go ahead and drop some plasma on these guys. Got one of our missile launcher copters doing some work. Alright, let's get in here and kill one of these guys. We'll take out this guy, and then we'll get out of dodge. We'll use our blink here, jump blink. Take some cover for a second while we get our pieces back. And we can just go in for another assault. See if we can get one of the other guys on the clock. And let's get this guy back into it. And he's got me healed too. Very nice. Alright, we'll fly back over. Let's go ahead and hit their base with some plasma. Looks like that guy just stealthed. I'll have to watch out for him. Let's walk around here on the side. And we'll hit him from that other angle, as that's where pretty much all the remaining crystals are, on the back or side of the tower. Probably take a good amount of them off just by hitting there at the rear seam. And they're looking the wrong way, so we can probably sneak over there. Damn it, okay, they just got their shield back. Let's go ahead and retake it. Alright, and maybe we can kill this guy too while we're at it. Oops, they got it first. And look how powerful that plasma is against these crystals near the end. Alright, there we go. Good game. No deaths. We'll just have to see what I did here for kills. Got 9 kills. We got 7 assists. Pretty good healing score. Not great, but that one extra constructor did help me there. Got over 10,000 points in that game. Now let's see what we got in our box. Okay, we got a couple electroplates. Might be able to use those, but nothing really to speak of. All right, now it is time to officially get started here on our Build Mythbusters. I'm going to be attempting to build a sprinter leg mech that is also a hovercraft, or a combination of those two, that can move at 174 miles an hour at overclock 1. Looking here at the capacity on these, it's like 668, I think, carry mass. So I think we're going to go ahead and use 12 total hovers, so we have more than enough to support those legs, and then also the other components I want to add on it. It is going to be set up to be a hovercraft standalone if you get your legs blown off. as that's really the best way to go on this. I want something stable that is still viable, even if you lose your legs, or if you lose your hovers, you can still run around. Now, I think this would be a viable build for a couple reasons, because some things on hovercrafts are not very quick and agile, like strafing back and forth behind things to fire at. But getting place to place, you can go a little bit faster on hovers. So I'm thinking this will be a lot of fun and be a viable build. So here's what I got at the end. Put a lot of electroplates on the outside, protecting connection points for our struts and other things. And then I just went with Ravengers for plasma, as I didn't have a lot of Devastators left, and I'm just kind of using some scrap parts. Did use 3 of the carbon SMGs, which are the disintegrator variety on the top, and then I'm using 3 of the really nice constructors on the outside too, to give some healing, as I'd like to be kind of a healing bot. So I can see already here that we've already busted the myth. When we're flying, we're way over 174, and when we're walking or running at overclock 1, we're able to get over 174 as well, or right at the max, which is 174 miles an hour. So the myth that you shouldn't ever put hovers on a mech with sprinting legs has been officially busted. I call that a success there. We'll go and take it out into a match just to see if this is actually a viable build. And I'm going to go ahead and rename this thing Turbo, and we'll say C1700, as I'm not at the max CPU. I'm at 1700, which I think is level 130, if I remember right. So I might put this up on the shop too if it turns out to be something that's viable. But let's go and take it out and see how we do here. Wish everybody luck. And let's get started here. Again, I was able to run really quick, but actually I'm using my my hover mode here, as you can still go 10 miles an hour faster at overclock 1 just on regular hovers alone. And again, the reason why it does work on some and not on others is because hovers work a little differently than sprinter legs. Sprinter legs move at 174, no matter what the weight is. Whereas hovers, if you're under and covered, they move at the rate that is listed on the hover, which was what, 184 at overclock 1. So as long as you build and you don't weight down your vehicle too much, you're going to move faster at overclock 1 with mech legs or without. You just have to build the vehicle right. Alright, let's see if we can go and press this tower now. Crap, got the EMP down, and I think we'll get out. That other guy got caught. That's alright, I got some heals here, so he'll be okay, as long as we all kind of work together and press this. Alright, I pushed it forward a little bit, as the standoff here in this cave has lasted a really long time, but I'm going to go and see if I can take out some of these guys that are keeping us back there. That's the guy that keeps dropping the EMP right in the center there, trying to get us all murdered. Alright, one of our guys has got a shield. That wouldn't be a bad thing to add. If I didn't put so many electroplates on this, I could have put a shield module on it. So if you like this idea and you're going to build your own hovercraft / sprinter leg hybrid, I was able to do it with about 1500, well, a little bit less actually than 1500 CPU. So you could use that extra 300 to put on any module of your choice if you can find a place to put it in there smartly. Let's go and take out this helicopter. So I put my top mount SMGs on, so we can kill anybody above us. And then we have the hardest, most heavy-duty electroplates on the top too, kind of covering up our hovers and keeping those drones and stuff from bombing us into oblivion immediately. Alright, let's go and finish out this scene, and we'll jump on the other side and get our team pressing forward. We do have the other 2 towers, so this is our last one. We should be able to attack their base as soon as I got that. Taking shots though, someone's up behind me. I'm going to jump here behind the shield. So this thing is fast, and I just thought Turbo was kind of a fitting name for it. And let's see, we'll go and switch over to our SMGs again. It's kind of only designed to fire at tower seams and aircrafts, which there's certainly plenty of lately. I just feel like using SMGs is still a better investment than going with flak and stuff like that, as they're more useful, they shoot faster, really do more damage if you're able to fire and you know how to lead your shots and stuff. Alright, this guy is screwed. One thing I noticed on my mech is that if you're up on too steep of an incline, it's actually better to just switch over to your hovers, as it's a little harder to walk up those inclines with the legs down. So the thrust is good enough for the hovers to get up, but it seems like it's not quite good enough for sprinter legs on really steep inclines to do it. Alright, we're getting a couple shots here, but our electroplates are doing a good job. We have a nice little roof built up with these things. I hope they do kind of improve electroplates again though, because it's still better using all blocks if you can. But this is such a specific build that those kind of fit perfectly over the top of it. So decided to go with those instead. Let's go and turn here. Let our guns recharge a little bit, and we'll drop some more plasma on this guy's face. Yeah, you don't want to press anymore, do you? Alright, two more shots on his legs and we should kill him. These old mech legs use up so much CPU that usually taking those out will kill the enemy players. Alright, take the spider down. Let's see if we can save this guy here. He looks like he's also a sprinter mech. There we go. Got one of his legs back. Hopefully that'll be good enough where he doesn't get murdered. And nice of you to drop in. Let me help you enjoy the game more in spectator mode. There you go. And maybe we'll send your friends there soon too. I don't know why I was shooting him there. We'll go and get this guy healed again. I really like his design there. That's pretty cool. And the yellow and brown combination too looks pretty slick. I might have to try to build some robots with the yellow and brown combo. Just been really on the white, black, and blue kick lately. Alright, let's see. We'll go ahead and take out the rest of this seam here. And we have another airplane coming in, but I'll use top mount SMGs to get him out of here, hopefully. And one of our guys has got a flat cannon too, so he is pretty much going to die. Well guys, let me take this moment real quick to ask you to thumbs up this video. I'd appreciate that very much if you're enjoying this. Let me know down in the comments below too. Let me know if you built anything really cool with the new sprinter legs in the big or small variety too. I really haven't had a chance to play with the smaller variety of sprinter legs yet, but I want to. And I have some build ideas too. And I like that they're so cheap too. You can get them for the same price as you can get the regular mech legs and that same rarity. If you just happened to be exploring YouTube and came across my channel here today and are not a subscriber, I'd invite you to go ahead and subscribe. I do a lot of games like Robocraft. I do Crossout, Galactic Junk League, and other games that are kind of similar to this in style. So if you like this sort of thing, or maybe you're a fan of good builds or something like that, I'd encourage you to go ahead and subscribe here to the channel. So it'd make me real happy, and I'm working on getting to 1,500 subscribers. Kind of decided when I get up to 1,500, oh, there we go, we won the match. Let's see how we did on our total score. I was going to say is I decided once I get to 1,500, I'm going to probably do an Ask Me Anything for the channel here. All right, so we ended up getting 6 kills, again 0 deaths, 4 assists, and we did some decent healing. Almost on the top there, got 2nd place, and yeah, so I would definitely call that a successful build. Turbo was pretty tough, and then also worked as both a hovercraft and a mech that can travel at top speed from overclock 1 up all the way to 15. So it worked out really nice. Got a lot more electroplates and some other useless parts. But anyway, gamers of all variety, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me here and checking out 2 of my brand new sprinter mechs. Hope you enjoyed them. I will put them up on the shop. I'm going to put them under, of course, the GamerGuide name. I've just been building most of my new stuff on the GamerGuide account, as I actually have enough robots on there to be able to do it. I'm getting a little low on my Rollin account, but I have a lot more robots on Rollin too. So I could always scrap things, I guess. But anyway, thank you to all of you who have helped me by buying some of my creations on the shop. I very much appreciate that. And also your support here on the channel. But anyway, till next time, take care, and I'll see you in my very next video. Later.